This is weird. I have not been in front of a camera for a very long time. Okay. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It has been an extremely long time since I posted anything on here, but we're getting back to it and we're starting with a skincare routine. I'm very excited about today's video because I'm doing my updated skincare routine slash skin favorites. And I'm going to be sharing with you everything that has seriously helped clear up my skin. Like, I was dealing with blemishes, bumps, redness, like all over my face, mainly my cheeks, everywhere. And I'm not gonna lie, it really hits my confidence hard when I have bad skin. So if I can share my products with you and help any of you clear up your skin without feeling like you have to go and do all of these crazy celebrity surgery, like poking needles in your skin kind of stuff to get rid of your spots, like you don't need to do that at all. So I'm going to show you some affordable ways and products to help clear up your skin. So I have my big box of stuff here and I'm going to run you through each product and kind of tell you when I'd use them, how I'd use them, how frequently, and all that kind of jazz. So the first product is this Roche face wash, and it is the Effaclar Purifying Foaming Gel for oily sensitive skin, and that is absolutely the definition of my skin, oily and sensitive. So I use this twice a day. I'll use it in the morning and in the evening, and I also take it into the shower with me, and I use a flannel, just because it kind of helps exfoliate the skin as well. This doesn't have any microbeads in or anything, it's purely just the gel. So I do one pump onto the flannel and that does my whole face, and then I also do my back and my chest and neck as well when I'm in the shower. And I found this has really helped do a really deep clean of my skin without overly drying it. But for anybody that does have dry skin, I would recommend looking for the dry skin alternative, because this is quite harsh and does get rid of like all the oil and dirt and everything, which might be too much for dry skin. But for anybody with oily skin, I realise I'm waving this product around all over the place, so you get the point. I'm gonna put it down. So say I've had like a gym session and I need to clean my face, but I've already used that once, or I'm just for some reason needing to wash my face more than twice in the day. I'll always opt for at least one of the washes to be something a little more gentle to my skin, a little bit kinder. So I'll either opt for this Sukin Purifying Gel Cleanser, and the same, I'll use the flannel, just one pump onto the flannel all the way around my face, or this is the Good Things Perfectly Clear Charcoal Face Wash, and that's just as good. This is actually about half the price of the Sukin one, but you can only find this online nowadays. They did used to sell it in Boots, but then they obviously dropped the line. So they do free deliveries online over £15, and I'll link everything below. All the products will be linked. So yeah, this is about $5.99 I think, and this is $9.99. So a bit of a price difference, but they're good just to kind of switch it up so your skin's not getting bombarded with like a harsh wash all the time. So I'm going to move on to what is probably my favourite section of this video, and probably one that's most interesting to you guys. I don't really know, and that's face masks. I have 3 here. Let me just pull them all out. So these are the 3 face masks that I use like really regularly. I have the Sukin Anti-Pollution Charcoal Mask, the Roche Posay Effaclar Mask, and the Lush Mask of Magnanimity Mask. And I kind of interchange with all of these and just judge what my skin needs at the time. So the Lush mask is an exfoliating mask. We'll open it up and I'll show you. So I'm not exactly sure what's in it. It kind of feels like sugar and salt or something like that, but it's a really nice pepperminty smell. So it leaves your skin feeling really revitalized and fresh, and it exfoliates. So I don't need to take it off with a flannel or anything. It's nice and easy. Just apply it all over the skin and then kind of scrub it off with water as you take it off. So that is about £7 or £8 for the small pot from Lush, and I'll probably use this maybe once or twice a week along with the other masks. I also just use a small old makeup brush that I don't use anymore to apply my masks. I find that using a small surface area means that I waste less product, whereas before when I was using my fingers, I was like wiping it all over my skin and then had loads of product on my fingers at the end that I had to waste. So this Sukin Anti-Pollution Mask, I think you can only get it in Holland and Barrett. That's the only place that I found it. Boots sell the Sukin line, but they don't seem to sell this, but kind of a case of just keeping your eye out. And TKMaxx also stock random products here, there and everywhere, so just keep a lookout. So this is, it smells really good as well. This is just like a normal charcoaly mask. It dries so that you kind of can't move your face and you can't talk, one of those. But it's really effective at reducing redness So if I like have a shoot or I need my skin to be especially perfect that day, I'll use this like either in the morning or the night before, and it just helps like any blemishes or spots that you do have. It just seems to kind of like wipe that redness away, kind of temporarily, but still better than nothing. So this is the La Roche-Posay Effaclar mask, and this is to help with anti-shine and unclogging, and it's a white clay mask. I find this really good to use as like a quicker mask. The others take a little bit longer, and I tend to put them on and leave them right until I have to go to bed or have to leave, and then I'll wash them off. But this one takes about 5 minutes to dry with a thin layer. Again, I'll use the makeup brush to apply this all over my face. I do sometimes mix and match with the masks, but more often than not, I'm too lazy and I just use one. So I tend to use masks around 3 to 4 times a week, and I'll just kind of judge what my skin needs, whether it needs exfoliating, and then I'll use the Lush mask, or if it just needs like a really deep cleanse, then I'll use one of the others to pull all the dirt out of my pores. So I'm going to move on to what I use to take my makeup off. So this has probably been the biggest change up in my skincare routine recently, because I didn't used to take my makeup off prior to washing it, and although I'm using like quite a strong face wash, it just wasn't getting all my makeup off. So now I use the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. This is the one where the oil kind of like sits on top and it all separates. This is amazing at getting off waterproof mascara and kind of like any eyebrow dark products, things like that. I won't really use this over my skin because I don't like excess oil to just sit there. I don't think it's necessary. So this is mainly for like eyes and lips. And then if I have any face makeup on or just feel like my skin needs a bit of something, I'll use this Good Things Micellar Water. And this is the Acai Berry Multitasking Micellar Water. And oh my god, these products smell phenomenal. Like if you haven't tried any of the Good Things products, they are just like the biggest hit of fruity flavour on your skin, and just so good. Also, to quickly mention, most of the Good Things products are vegan, I think. Yeah, so this one says suitable for vegetarians and vegans. I know that some of their products are like Manuka honey, so obviously they're not vegan, but they're all vegetarian as far as I know. And it says free from sulfates, parabens, why can't I say that word? Free from mineral oils and animal ingredients. So I think they're really good products and they're really well priced. The only issue is you can only get them online. So if I've had a lot of makeup on my face that day, or it's just been a really long day and I've been out here, there and everywhere, and like dirt has just settled on my skin, I'll go in with this Clinique Clarifying Lotion, and this is the number 3. I think they do, 1, 2 and 3, if I'm not mistaken. And I love this one. It's for combination to oily skin. As you can see, like I've nearly finished it. And this is, it's quite like an alcoholic smell, so it is really strong. And I'll just use a cotton pad, and just wipe all the way around my face. And you can literally see the dirt on the pad. It's quite disgusting. I'm weirdly satisfied by it. So I'd use this to take off like the remainder of my makeup that's really set into my skin, and then I'd probably use like a Good Things face wash instead of the La Roche-Posay one. So I'm going to move on to moisturisers. I have quite a few different ones that I'll use on different occasions and different times of day and all that kind of stuff, but obviously it's personal preference. All these products do work amazingly though. So another Good Things product, I do really love this brand if you can't tell, is their Miracle Mattifier Anti-Blemish Moisturiser, and this is like, it's nearly out. I can't really squeeze any more out of the packaging anymore. And I believe this is about $5.99 for a full tube, and it's like, it's the best thing ever. I suffer from quite sort of like red inner cheeks here, and that's really helped solve the redness, and it just helps to keep underskin blemishes and like the appearance of spots and all that kind of stuff, helps to keep the appearance minimal. And it smells really good. This is in blackcurrant and goji berry. I would seriously recommend getting this, like if it's the only product you get from this haul. So the next 3 moisturisers are from La Roche-Posay. I would recommend waiting until Boots have 3 for 2 on these products because they are quite pricey. They're about £15 to £16 each, which for a tiny little tube does seem a bit steep, but wait until you see the results and then like it's worth it, trust me. So the first one is the Effaclar K Plus Oily Skin Renovating Care, and I'll use this before I go to sleep most nights. It just really helps you to wake up with really revitalised, refreshed skin, and it's so soft. Like I've never had softer skin, ever. trust me, it's a phenomenal product. It's a tiny little tube, but you don't have to use that much, like just a tiny little pea size for the whole of your face. And I found that it really does help with just like uneven skin tone, not necessarily blemishes, but like, you know, when you've just got like a bit of uneven colour on your forehead, like around my eyebrows and stuff, it really helps with that. The next one is the Effaclar Duo with SPF 30, and I'll use this in the daytime, like underneath my makeup. It just makes it easier than having to mix SPF with moisturiser or using sun cream, which is just a bit too heavy for day-to-day use. So this says it's for corrective, unclogging care, anti-perfections, anti-marks and anti-UV. So not only does it have SPF, it's an Effaclar product, which means that it's going to help correct any blemishes or uneven skin and all that kind of jazz. The next product is the one that I probably use the most regularly, and it's the Effaclar Matte Moisturiser. Now, I have really oily skin, and even under matte makeup and powder and everything, I still get like a really shiny T-zone. So this has kind of become my makeup primer, if that's what you want to call it. I use it every day under my makeup without fail, because it doesn't leave my skin feeling like completely dried out. It still is a moisturiser. It just means I don't suffer with really, really shiny bits all over my face. And not only does it mattify my face, it's an Effaclar product again, so it means that it's correcting my skin at the same time. So the only other moisturiser that I ever really use is the Botanics All Day Bright Hydrating Day Cream with SPF 15. So I only tend to use this if my skin is feeling really, really dried out and it just needs a little bit of care. I won't necessarily use this before I go to sleep because it's got SPF 15 in it, but it's great if you're just like in the house or popping out to the shops or something. So the next two products are from a brand that I have never tried before. In all honesty, I never wanted to spend the money on them, and there was just so much hype around these products, and I didn't want to believe it, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't think that a product could be that magical and do that much for your skin, but I'm here to tell you that, oh my goodness, they work. They work so well, and they are the Badescu like drying range. I only have these two products, I've not tried anything else, but holy heck, they are so dang good. So this one is the drying cream, which is good for like underskin, little blemishes, and when you get kind of bumps, I get them all along my jawline usually. It's just phenomenal. Like, it doesn't sound great, drying cream, like why would I want to dry my skin out? But it just works. It doesn't dry the surrounding area, it just seems to target the spots. Like it's witchcraft, I swear. And the other product that I have tried is the drying lotion. Again, doesn't sound great, but it works. Like, it works so well. It recovers my skin overnight. Like, if I have a massive red spot on my cheek, it's gone by the morning. Sometimes if it's a really big spot, then maybe not. So it's usually clear liquid, and then it has pink sediment at the bottom. And on the bottle it says to use a cotton swab to dip into the product at the bottom, and then you apply it to the spots. But I use this Sephora brush instead. It's just, I think, a pencil brush, I don't know, it's just really dense at the end, and I use that to dip into the bottom, and then I'll just use it to cover all the red spots, any underskin spots all over my face, and I swear to you, honestly, they're gone by the morning. I don't know how it works, I don't really want to ask, but it works, and it is so worth the money. So that was a run through of all the products that I've been using to help clear up my skin. And the next things that I'm going to share with you are kind of tips and other useful things to do to help keep your skin clear, and just to make sure that you're not like touching your skin with bacteria all the time and all that kind of jazz. So the first tip would be towels. Make sure the towel that you are cleaning your face with and drying it and everything is clean. Like, wash it regularly, have a few if you can, and just make sure that you're not touching your face with something that has been damp and like harbored bacteria, and then you're touching that onto your fresh skin that you've cleaned with expensive products. So that would probably be my number one tip: keep your towel clean. Another similar tip is to keep your pillowcases clean. So I probably wash my pillowcase, I try to do it once a week. It doesn't always happen, let's be honest, but I will aim for once a week, just because when you're sleeping, like I said before, your skin's rejuvenating, it's kind of releasing a lot of oils and like just dirt basically out of your skin. And then if that's sitting on your pillow, it's just gonna go right back onto your skin. And hair products as well. Obviously when you're sleeping, any hair products or dirt from your hair is going onto your pillow, and then you're sleeping on it with your skin. And this has been the biggest change for me with my spots on my cheeks, because that's where I used to get the most sort of blemishes and blackheads, and obviously that's because I sleep on my side, like on my cheek. So yeah, keep your pillowcases regularly washed and clean. You don't have to wash the whole bed in. I tend to just chuck the pillowcase in with any other washing that I can do, and it really does make a difference. So the next tip I have for you applies like if you do go to the gym or if you don't, but I always carry makeup wipes with me pretty much everywhere, and especially to the gym. So if I'm not showering at the gym, I'll make sure that I've either got my face wash to wash my face after the gym and my hands, or I'll just quickly wipe around with a face wipe, because even if you're just traveling home to have a shower, that's maybe 20 minutes with the dirt from the gym sitting on your skin, and they do say that the gym is dirtier than a toilet bowl. And you can probably see why with everybody's hands, and you just don't know what's there. So if you can limit the amount of time that sort of dirt and bacteria sits in your skin, it's really gonna help. So things like makeup wipes are so easy to find in little packages and stuff, and just throw in all of your handbags or your gym bag or whatever, and just make sure you've got them with you. So the other thing that I'll use face wipes for is for cleaning my makeup brushes whilst I'm traveling. So to help the upkeep of the cleanliness of my brushes, if I'm doing my makeup on the train or in a bathroom somewhere, I'll use the brush and then take a makeup wipe and just like wipe off all the excess product, so the brush is cleaner than if I was just putting it back into my makeup bag. So I have found that it's really helped, because sometimes cleaning your makeup brushes can seem a bit of a daunting task, like it takes ages and it's a bit monotonous. But if you have makeup wipes with you, you can do an on-the-spot quick clean, and then you don't have to stress about washing your makeup brushes that regularly. So especially if you travel a lot and you tend to put your makeup on like on public transport like I do all the time, this is a really great combo just to help your skin and your makeup brushes. So the last tip I have to share with you in this video is diet and hydration. This is such a key point. So many people think that it just matters what you're using on the outside, but you are what you eat. So if you're eating rubbish, it's gonna come out in your skin. If you're eating super oily foods, your skin's gonna be super oily. So just make sure that you're eating like an 80-20 healthy diet, making sure that you're getting loads of fruit and veg, and avoiding anything that's, you know, super oily and man-made and all those kinds of foods. So as well as trying to eat a clean-ish diet, hydration is one of the biggest things to help your skin, because obviously your skin's going to get dry and not be able to rejuvenate itself as well if you aren't hydrated. So I would definitely recommend getting a big sort of stainless steel thermal, is that what it's called? Flask kind of cup. I love the ones with the straw, because it means I can just sit there and be really lazy and use the straw instead of having to move the cup. So these are great because you can use them for hot or cold drinks, and the best part is the straw. So TKMaxx always sell these kind of things for like £5, so I just pop in and try and find yourself one that you like, and make sure it's kind of as big as possible, because then you're more likely to drink way more. So kind of an additional tip on top of hydration is to make sure that you have a drink that you love that is predominantly water, preferably no added sugar, so not juice or cordial or anything like that, that you can drink non-stop without getting bored of. So finding a drink that I really love has helped me so much. This is the loose leaf mint tea by Chiswick, and I'll do like pots of tea at a time, and just I go through it so much, but it's really helped me hydrate a lot more, and it's really nice to have before bed. I know a lot of people don't like peppermint tea, but I found drinking something soothing before bed, or just drinking anything, just drinking water, gives your skin that extra burst of hydration whilst it's going to rejuvenate itself whilst you're sleeping. So I would definitely recommend finding a drink that you like, that's preferably just water with a little bit of flavour, to just help yourself, because we all need a little extra help sometimes. That is all of my favourite skincare products and my skin routine. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a massive thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!